Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Godan. We're coming to the end of the season and the end of the event. And I gotta say, it's been quite a season. There's been an alliance on our server, the Zen Giants, and they truly have been. They've been here tackling the top three. All alone, all by themselves. It's been quite a sight to see. Hey, above and below. Welcome to the stream, bud. So like I said, this event's wrapping up. It is making history in the way that it's not popular. I'll have to go back and look and see what the lowest leaderboard score was for an event. I don't recall which one was the lowest, but there were a few that just weren't very popular. Hey Wiki, thank you for joining the stream, man. But we can see with this event, the number one ranking alliance may hit 1 million souls. They just might. I don't see the need to push, but they might want to go all the way. Hey Z-Turk, welcome, man. But they got the win, as you can see. Just not a lot of popularity. The reskilled Titans aren't the draw, even with the new synergy relic. And when we look at the synergy relic for this Titan, for Ares, it's not all what it appears to be. So the bottom 50, what's it take? 414,000 souls. Not a lot. And with the new ranking leaderboard rewards, the top 100 gets a Titan, right? Yeah, there is no desire, really no need to push hard. Unless you want to get a pre-level Titan because you don't have one or you need one. But again, most people are doing it just for the food. And looking at the top 500, you still get a Titan. It's an all elemental Titan, but it's a guaranteed 4-star. And the free element token, I believe that's a free 4-star as well. So, even with the lack of the 4K gems, they are dishing out Titans left and right. People got to get what they want. I want prestige food, so I've actually pushed further than I expected. I'm up to what, 11,000? Trying to get myself another relic for the upcoming event. We'll see. We'll just scrape and buy. But it's more than enough. And also, the purchases, a lot of people have brought this up. The selling of the Dragon Slayers after their recent release has been pivotal. I know some who've made the actual purchase, even not having all the signature relics for the Titan. It's still a good Titan. The relics might come around this next Altar of Plenty event. So it's not not a totally bad purchase, especially because it's a Dragon Slayer. It's going to last for a little bit at least. Let's get some souls. Wiki, you stopped at Ares. That was my original game plan, was to push it to the 16. I didn't have the time to get the battles in. And I'm saving up for the next new meta. That's the only reason I'm not going to try to push that far. I don't think I have enough gems to get that many battles in. And that would mean, just battling for the next few hours. Don't really want to do it. I do have some relics saved up, but I don't want to spend those either. I did a few events using the relics that came in the events. I should have saved them because I didn't move anywhere in the event, so it was an actual waste of the resources. I was not playing smart. I was just trying to get some souls for the team, which is not a bad thing. Because even with this event right now, we're ranked 10. The Alliance has no soul requirement whatsoever. The only thing I require is activity. If you're not going to go for the souls, you should be putting up VP. And pay it forward the next time. If you didn't do souls one event, there's an event you like, do souls in the next event. Just be fair to our fellow teammates. What's up, Aaron? Is the next altar? Well, when is the next altar? I think the calendar shows it in a week or 2 weeks. I don't remember the actual date, but it's not too far off. Hey, Lawrence Wick. Thank you for joining the stream, bud. So yeah, we're just gonna get some souls in. I've been like I said, enjoying this whole server, enjoying what I've seen. As many people know that some of the servers in Legend League, they have a set pattern, sort of, to who's going to get a 4-star Titan. It's almost a unwritten agreement or a known agreement that certain teams would rotate. But Zen Giants came in here and they usurped that. They took one of the teams and brought them out of the top 3. It's a big move. It was a big, bold move. They did it on their own. No help. And yet they faced the wrath of many alliances, especially the top 3 attacking them. But they have withstood it. They have slipped down to rank 6. But I don't think they're fighting for rank. They're just fighting for the understanding that the established standard quo for the top 3, it's no longer. It's going to be done away with. I'm just happy to see it happen. I must say. Hey, Speaker Face. Unfortunately, my alliance, our alliance right now, we're not equipped and set up to battle against a top 3 alliance at this time. But we'll get there. We're growing strong day by day. And, doing the events a little bit wiser, saving up resources for when it's really needed, I think in the long run makes for a better player and a better team. Definitely do like hearing people getting some Titans and some relics at a better cost, at a better deal. It's interesting seeing so many people get these 4-star Titans. I don't know what they're going to do with them. Abdo, you use Beowulf against a 243 million defense Tarhoons. The thing is that I was so close. Your Spearman level 20. So if it was max, would you have won? Beowulf attacking Tarhoons. That is a really good question. Could it be done? I think it could be done even if it was, especially if you had the same level troops. The problem that I see, though, attacking with Spearmen, they don't dish out enough damage. I don't think. The Spearmen aren't really offensive troops. They're defensive troops. They're made to last the clock. They're made to have a lot of health, a lot of armor. But it's doable depending on if you bring in some, range firepower. I'd bring in some archers, set them in the back, and I would personally have the Spearmen up front just as a meat shield, and just rain from behind. So it's definitely doable. It's like the old style, Middle Ages battling, the real deal. John Wiki, you got 5 4-stars this week. 3 from tokens, 2 from the event. That's crazy, man. That's pretty good, dude. I've been contemplating using my tokens. I've got some saved up stuff. I really do. I think all these event tokens, these event relic pools, I got most of them from this event and from the prior event. But I've been saving up on my Titan tokens. But I did come into this event with 6 tokens, actually 5, and then the free gift gave me 1. I had 3 2-stars and 3 1-stars. And I was going to save them for the solo event that's upcoming, but I had to use them, man. I just don't have any room to hold too much. I'm holding on to all my XP bottles. I don't want to use them right now in Necrosa. I'm saving for the new Titan. So I had to get rid of those 6. I really wanted to save them. Unfortunately, they really don't give you too much value, or too many souls, should I say, for a solo event to make a difference. It gives a little small dent. And the dent was just enough for this event. So I didn't have to spend too much time, going at it. But 5 4-stars in 1 week, man. That's a good number. Wow. I'm impressed. I would have liked to have walked away with 3 this week, but taking 2 from the event it's more than enough. I'm going to get Tarhoon's prestige up one more level to level 8, so I'm satisfied. I was tempted to do pulls to try to max him out, but I'm going to exercise some patience. Patience so far has been working well for me, so I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. So I may want to do my pulls when the new meta comes out. We'll see. Yeah, Abdo, you gotta have the archers, man. So, you know, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spearmen in front. It's a doable battle. As long as your spearmen can take the fire, take the heat, you know, you're gonna be good to go. Beowulf is an interesting Titan. You know, I only use him for land defense or my garrison defense. I haven't used him for battling. You know, I said yesterday I'm stuck on Tarhoons. So, you know, I use a few different attackers, not a lot. Rostam, Zabava, and Tarhoons are my main attackers. You know, they're all situational. Rostam is used against Iron basically. And Zabava against Rostam and Iron And Tarhoons is for general rating. Beowulf, all the summoners, you know, they definitely can be used for attacking. But sometimes I just don't like controlling a lot of troops. I don't like doing all the extra activity. Like I said, Tarhoons for me is the key. Too simple, too easy. Takes out most things. In yesterday's stream, someone was asking about Ares. I do not remember who it was. If you jump on again, let me know, and I'll show you the Ares on my personal account. I have both Ares already fully leveled, maxed out. I have one at Prestige 6, and the other is not Prestige at all. I wish I would have saved those Titans that I used for that Ares Prestige and put them into Tarhoons. But, you know, that's without the lack of foresight and knowing what was coming that I did that. Of course, Tarhoons definitely should be prestiged up, I think, much more than Ares. But Ares can be a good defender, depending on how you use them. I would not recommend using Grenadiers myself, personally. Which I don't. And I'll show the builds. When you use Grenadiers, though, you have that scary big number for the multiplier of the damage that the Grenadiers can dish out. But, you know, they actually might do okay now with the update on defense. But if I go against one, I'm still gonna win easy. So I don't think that's gonna really have much impact. It should, theoretically, but in reality, you don't get a good defense with Ares with Grenadiers. You scare away new players, and that's about it. So, for those who are out there, there's 21 of you. I'm not sure how many of you are on my actual server. For the servers that you're on, have you seen any decent activity, or is everyone just farming? And the big question is, does your server have a preset arrangement for the top 3? Because Legend Server 2 definitely seemed to have a preset arrangement for the top 3, which they would rotate by week, farming for the victory. And if anyone came in from the outside trying to get top 3 slot, they basically would, you know, team up and go against that team. We found that out that our first week in Legends, however many weeks ago that was. Unfortunately, we are not Zen Giants, and we could not withstand the assault. But again, we'll get there. But it's good to see the Giants taking it on and being able to hold their own. Kudos to them, man. I really am impressed. Even with Tarhoons, I like to use the Staff of Poison. Just speeds up the battles. Gets me what I need. So let's take a look. Go back. Gather my VP. So this alliance is the second alliance on the server. They're ranked 2. This is the second time this week they've looked like this. They're like this at the beginning of the week and also at the end of the week. And that's all from the work of one alliance. Pretty impressive. But that wasn't the only alliance they did that to. They actually shaved 2 alliances in one day. The fortitude to do that is quite incredible. Aaron, you said the hardest thing is getting those divine gems. Yeah, man, you gotta save up. And my recommendation for people who are trying to get divine gems, it's not easy, but the biggest reward for getting divine gems is taking part in the solo event. But solo events are the most costly. The way I did it, I was able to place 49th in one of the events. Fortunately, I stayed in the top 50. I forgot how many divine gems it gave me. But if you can place well in a solo event, save up unused relics. Instead of just burning out a relic unnecessarily during an event, save it for whatever uses it has left. And use, most solo events or any relics that could be used besides assault relics, save them up and use them then. If you have the room in your inventory. That way you can get a good push and get some decent divine gems. Because remember, the solo events typically only give out divine gems. So it's a good chance to get them. Jose, a lot of people on your team are leaving the game due to Dot removing the 3K and 4K gems. Yeah, I'm hearing that everywhere. And it's been hard for a lot of players. Some players cannot engage in any type of war because they relied on those gems for portal stones. So it's going to be a big change here for a minute. Some players might leave and come back. Others may not come back at all. But we're just going to have to weather the storm and see where it ends up and look at the damage after the fact. Because if they get the black screen fixed for those players who have the 64-bit devices, a lot of those players aren't going to lead the game. They're just going to be a little bit behind. But hopefully there is something that the developers will do for those players. I don't know, but hopefully when the new meta comes out, they should be able to compete. I said it yesterday, man. This is a form of entertainment. All entertainment costs money. So if you played for 5 years and never spent anything, $10 here or there or $5 to get you, through an event to where you need to be or want to be, it's more than worth it, man. It really is. I know that many people have a budget set aside that may be higher, but you got to look at it as even though it's a free game, somebody's got to keep the lights on. Someone's got to pay. What's that, Aaron? When you got 3 5-stars all at one time? What? When they first came out for the event, and then after they got messed up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's nice when they give out free 4-stars. Doesn't happen a lot. Hey, Nitrim. Hey, congrats on being the #1 ranked player globally for VP. That's a big move, man. It's good to have you. I know you can do it because I remember playing with you, bud. You can hit some hard VP. Very nice move. Now that's a benchmark and a bucket list thing that I'm sure a lot of players have, but a lot of players would never accomplish. That's a big number to try to get global ranking as #1. It's different getting #1 on a server, but #1 globally, it's a big thing, man. Whether it's for an event or for a solo individual VP score or for a team score, it is a big accomplishment. They should give something to the #1 global VP player per season. They should do something for those players, because those players are obviously showing natural motion, how they feel about the game, what the game means to them. Yeah, it's off your bucket list. Yep. I can imagine it's more difficult in Legends League to do it than it is Masters or Champions, because some of the lower leagues, the VP is just fat. You know, it just collects. It just collects. So it's easier to hit big numbers. Sometimes it doesn't look right, but some of the global alliances who are in first place are just sitting in a Fat Easy league on a Fat Easy server. So it can be misconstrued as an accomplishment when it truly isn't. Not saying that it isn't an accomplishment, but it's not as, to me, not as a big thing. Or, you know, getting 50 million VP on, you know, a master server or silver server, platinum server. It's a lot different than doing it in Legends. Because typically, even on this server here, all the VP, if it's defended fully, it's collected fully. Every 30 minutes, every 15 minutes, it's collected. So the only time you're going to find something in bonus is if somebody forgot to set their lands to PP and fell asleep. That's the only time. And then when that happens, let's say they have 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. All those are getting hit at the same time by 2 or 3 different alliances. Sometimes only one alliance, but they're all gone. They're all gone that first pass. It's like vultures. So getting VP requires you to do a lot of raiding. It definitely requires a lot of raiding, a lot of time. And only raiding at, 10, 12, 9, 1,000 VP. Because everything's set for event lands. It definitely requires some commitment. Or you can be hitting, garrisons for the big numbers. But then, depending on what server you're on, definitely going to start a war. And your team may not want that. I think this whole season, my garrison may have been hit once. Not bad. Somebody was testing my garrison, doing it for the daily. No complaints. Now I'm just picking off the easy lands. Need to get my souls in. Need to get to that, 12k? Have 14 relics for the new Titan. Nitram, you said early in the week it was 10k per land, and later in the week it was 7k. Exact. I know exactly what you're saying. So, when you achieve big numbers of VP in Legends, you've definitely earned it. It's a different course of action, man. Even if you're farming, you can only farm so much. And if you are farming, trying to do that sort of number of VP, it's still going to be difficult. Because you have to collect every 30, 40 minutes. That's a schedule that most people don't want to keep. I went without any lands for, I think, a 28 hour period. And my garrison was not hit once. So, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange what takes place on certain servers. Aaron, the new Titan is going to be in the next event. No, the new Titan is a couple events out. I think, if I remember correctly, Valkyrie reskilled with the Finish Plus should be the next event. I think it's two major events out before the Ranger Titan comes. I think the Ranger Titan is the weekend of the 18th, something like that. Yeah, Valkyrie is next. That's another event. I don't think I really want Valkyrie. She's going to have to be really reskilled for me to want her. I haven't been going for any of the reskilled Titans. It's just, hasn't been my thing. House. Welcome to the stream, bud. Thank you. I got a spot for you, man. Don't you worry, bud. Don't you worry. Yeah, and I still haven't hooked up the Discord. I don't remember how I did it the last time. I got to figure out how I did it so I can get some folks on. But it's a good thing that you're not on Discord, man. Give your time back to your family. Enjoy your loved ones. But we'll keep the seat warm, man. And when you come back, hopefully we're not in the mood for war. Because it may not be a war week, okay? Hey, Captain Howdy. Yeah, Zalon hit the nail on the head. It's a lot easier to stream than it is to make videos. I can live stream and still play the game, get my souls in. So it's a win-win for me, and I get a chance, to connect with the community, man. So it's not a bad thing. Although I do enjoy making a good video. I do have a couple videos in the works, but I need to get done. Absolutely, House. Absolutely. Definitely gotta enjoy loving on your wife, man. Those those Goliath animals, I think that they are real. I've used that image before. I didn't have the extra footage or the extra screenshots. I'm not a data miner. I'm not trying to compete with the data miner. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but if I was a data miner, I'd be like the one from from the blacklist. I'd be making money, not playing the game. but we can appreciate what he does. I think it's real. Is it going to be implemented? Who knows? That's the only thing. I've always heard, there's all these things that Dawn of Titans creators have created that are there, just not implemented, not used. So if ever they feel like they need to do that, they may release it. It's been quiet on the front, with inside communication with the developers. It's been lacking. So honestly, I haven't reached out in a good minute, just because they haven't been really responding. They've been just doing the blog and the calendar. So I'm okay. If they need to talk to me or tell me something, they'll shoot me a private email saying, hey, when can we call you, or whatever. If that's the case, then I'll speak with them. But if that's not needed, I'm good. I think some people brought up questions about the SPP. I'd like to see it fully implemented. It'd be great if, yes, they added some more people to the program and supported the program. But until that happens, I can only do what I do. Appreciate having the opportunity sometimes to showcase some new stuff. For a while there, they weren't getting anything out to us, but now they are. And before, when they would give us the updated new Titans and relics and whatnot, they would email us or contact us somehow, let us know, hey, your stuff is coming. Now there's no word. We have to check periodically to see what, if it's coming or not. I don't need the extra work. But I do look. Zalon looks. When we find something, if we can share it, we definitely will share. It's just a oversight on their part. I think they don't feel the need or the importance of the program, which is kind of sad. But they said it was temporary until they filled the position, hired a new person. So hopefully they will. Hey, what's up, Bruce? Getting souls, actually I already hit my mark, man. I got my 12K souls. So everything now is just like extra. It's like burning gems. I gotta see what's next, what the next reward is. Captain Howdy, you say, with everything that's been going on lately, you think there's a transition going on there? Seems like someone else took over. It's hard to say. Without them actually communicating with us one-on-one, it's too hard to say. It was brought out that some of the new changes are nice and they're good, which is really true. So it could be. Hopefully it's in our favor. We know that they have other games and they have other endeavors that they're, always considering and thinking about. We just want to know where they put this game in the community, in the whole stream of things. They're offering new content, so they are definitely working on the game. Aaron, you said it'd be great if they made melee and ranged troops for each element. Well, they sort of do have that for each element, sort of. But yeah, some players are saying don't add anything new, just fix what's here, fix the gameplay, and then slowly introduce the stuff. You can't just dump everything out all at once. It's too much. They would make more revenue if they slowed it down. and spread it out. Gave people an opportunity to see what's coming, make good choices, and to also feel like they're getting their money's worth when they get something new. Many people feel that they've invested so much and in no time, their investments are not worth the value, not worth the expense. And that's a sad thing. I mean, how many players have max Titans that just sit there? I think everyone does. Let me check something out right here real quick. I need to get some resources. So 12,062. I made it to my number. 13,000 will give me some more divine gems. No. I might be able to make it. Might be too far. Captain, how do you hope it stays around? You know, I think it's going to stay around, man. It's been a lot longer than I thought. So I started in 2017, so 17, 18, 19. Well, I'm on my 5th year of the game, man. Yeah, 5 years playing this game. I had no idea it's been so long. I think it's got quite a few more years left. I don't think it's going anywhere. You know, we've been hearing the same thing for the last 3 or 4 years. The sky is falling, the game is gone. But it's still kicking. It's still got new people coming in. You know, still growing, still changing. Don't be concerned, man. Just enjoy. But just remember, nothing belongs to us, no matter how much we spend. So, you know, just keep that in consideration. At any moment, any time, you know, it could be gone. But it would be something if they created something else, or another company created a game that was similar, or had an aspect that we enjoyed, and the whole community moved over. That'd be pretty cool. Captain Howdy is 4.5 years for you. 6 months after releasing. So the game released in December. Shoot. Someone's got to help me with my dates. I started in February 4th of 2017. I broke my leg in December 16th of 2016. So that's when I found the game. And I don't know what the beta release was. I don't know what either release was. But the game had already been out for almost a year. 10 months to a year before I even got to it. Hey, free to play. Nitrum hit 13K at least. Yeah, you know, exactly. That's why I figured the cost of my gems to the portal stones to get the relic was, you know, cheaper than spending the 2,000 gems for a relic. So I pushed to go that far. So yeah, it's a good point. It is cost value wise, it's worth pushing the 13K. It is worth it. It's only what, an additional 67, 70 battles, you know, 7 refreshes at 180,000 or 180 gems. It's not a big deal. Just got to do it. It's still early. Yeah, but if somebody knows the actual release date for the beta, I'd like to know. I don't know. I don't recall what the beta release date was, or the actual worldwide release date. Marlon Hunt, thank you. You think the game's been out since 2014 for the beta? So the beta was out for what, 2 years, a little over 2 years before it made the worldwide release. It sounds about right. You know, there were all those old beta teams. They had been around. I think the last time I saw a beta team was about 2.5 years ago. And it was a trip, man. Those guys were all huge, and then they were gone. Big teams, lots of lands. Captain, how do you say it was 6 months after the mold release that you started? So you came in on the ground floor. We both came in pretty much on the ground floor. The only streamer at that time was APOC. There are limited videos on YouTube for the game, limited game knowledge. It was hard, man. It was a hard game to understand. I think a lot of players back then made a lot of bad choices. If I had known the importance of grinding out events back then when I was just sitting at home, I would have grinded out a few more events. Did not realize. All right, Aaron, man, take it easy. Thank you for being with us for the stream. I truly appreciate it. It is a slow Sunday. I should be barbecuing, but did a little fire pit yesterday, so no barbecue today. It would have been nice, but maybe next weekend. The weather's gorgeous. It's getting hot here in sunny California. I'm hoping the states that had the cold freeze start to recover, man. That was some crazy stuff to see in the news. Major damage. Anybody on stream from Texas? Seeing pictures from that state and the water damage and stuff. It was insane. Too crazy. People with frozen waterfalls inside the living room. Man. That's tough. I can't imagine the cost of repairs for that state. Lawrence Wick, you watched a lot of Go Down videos back then. Yeah, you've been around for a long time, man. I definitely appreciate it. A long time viewer. Yeah, you know, I actually started making the videos just because the game was so confusing. People needed help. I needed help. Shoot. I'm telling you, we made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. The game has evolved so much. Honestly, it has become a lot easier for newer players. The only thing that hurts newer players now are the older players. The actual gameplay itself is set up a lot more. It's a lot more user friendly. You have a lot more people who have knowledge to share. So that is a good thing. And even though the developers don't communicate as much as they did a little bit ago, back then they never communicated. So we've grown up so much. Speak of faith, you still have no idea how to play. Me neither, man. You know, after yesterday watching some of those guys take out that Titan, I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed. There are a lot of good players out there. Some players just keep it to themselves, their knowledge base. And others share, you know. Some people keep it within their alliance. Yeah, I can understand that. But yeah. There are a lot of good players. Again, next week, you know, we're going to see what some players can do. I know the number one thing that most of us are saying, we all want a defender, man. They got to come out with a defender, and not an unbeatable defender, but a defender that can, you know, be up to par with some of the new meta attackers. You know, can still lose, but actually make it a challenge. For me, you know, attacking a few of these castle level 25 players, it's challenging. It definitely is challenging. I still think that Rostam got a boost. Something happened with Rostam, man. I think Rostam got perked up with this last upgrade, this last update. He seems to be a little bit tougher to take out, even with Zabava. So any of you guys who have been having issues with taking out Rostam, or is he still easy for you? I'm curious. I truly am. Rostam is the worst. So he's tough. Yeah, he got tough, man. I don't know what happened. Speaker Face, there are loads of other team leaders teach you loads. Yeah, there are a lot of good guys out there, man. Yeah, some guys are good, and there are others, you know, they won't give you the time of day, man. It's kind of sad. It is kind of sad. But using the broken with against the Bava and waiting a minute and a half, I don't know. I'm not having the same results as I did a couple weeks back. I'm gonna have to start practicing with haha so I can figure out how to beat that Titan. Now, some players think that if you get the newest 4-star release Titan and it's attacker, that you're gonna be able to take out everything. I've always said that's never the case. You could even have all the relics that are needed. It's never the case. Just because you have all the tools and stuff doesn't mean you're gonna win. It honestly does not. Even if you watch another player's video that does it and you try to emulate and copy what they've done, still does not guarantee a win. Bruce, he's always a problem. You took yours to Prestige 8 with the Dragon Relic and having issues. Lawrence, Rostam's never easy. I may have to put Rostam back on my Garrison. I took him off my Garrison because he's a good attacker, man. I think in my book, and I hate to make absolutes, he's the number one attacking and defending Titan. Number one in my book. Zabava cannot, she cannot defend. Mahaha can't defend. Gaia can't defend. But Rostam, he can defend, man. And he can take out some big Titans. He can take Iron, or at least he was able to. Iron is starting to get hard again. I don't know what happened with that new update. But Rostam, man. Free to play, you say Rostam is severely broken. How so? How so? Clarify, please. Are you meaning he's too difficult to attack? I'm curious. Because like I said, I may need to put him back on my Garrison. I just might need to. My Iron Gura finally got Prestige level 10. I got her all the way. Lawrence, you do Iron Gura and Beowulf. I like Beowulf a lot. I think he is a solid defender. I don't like him for attack. I don't like to use certain Titans for attack. My Beowulf is just only Prestige level 1. I don't have any physical Titans to throw at him. I think the higher Prestige level Beowulfs, they're definitely a hard Titan, man. Much better than Freya. Freya is a guaranteed win. You're always going to beat Freya, but you got to run the clock. You just got to run the clock. They need more Titans. They need more defenders that just take the clock. They're going to lose, but if they take you the full 5 minutes, that's a decent defender. In my book, that's a solid defender. So free to play, you say on defense, Rostam is broken. Unless you are way above him in level, his hordes are relentless. I never hit a lower level player, except for event lands. I only hit if I'm hitting a Rostam, it's on a Garrison, or I'm trying to capture a land. It's always going to be a max player with a high prestige and max troops and max relics. So I'm always the underdog. So it's always difficult. But I had been able to beat them consistently and regularly before the update. I had no issues unless I got caught, by the terror spell, and Zabroken got stuck on the side somewhere, and that happens every once in a while depending on the map. If I can, outrun, run out the time, but now that doesn't work. It doesn't work as well. Vixia can be decent, man, but you just got to know how to handle those free spells. My Vixia defends pretty decently. She'll get beat, and I have the Ring of Winter on her, so I pack all free spells. Trying to slow down the battle. She's a decent defender. I wouldn't put her on a Garrison though. I have no issues going against her on Garrison. None at all. Even if I think I've only come across one that I was unable to beat on a garrison, but it was also castle level 25 player with max troops, so I was trying to beat the odds. Above and below, you regret not. You have no Rostam. Wow. You did the Helga event for the relics the week before. Oh man. Oh man. I mean, that's the problem. We can never know the potential of a Titan. Even with the honest trailers, we just don't know. We just don't know, man. There can be a lot of videos from myself and whomever else, Zalana, whoever. But until you actually pick a Titan and it's been around for a little bit, it's hard to tell. And so when you miss out on a Titan like Tarhoons or Rostam, man, that's a big loss to the game. That means you're sort of sidelined, from doing any serious warring until the next new meta release or the next new meta Titan, because it definitely limits your potential. It puts you down for a little bit. Marlon Hunt, you say you took your Rostam off when Guy came out, but he's back on. Yeah. Setmet. Wiki, man. Setmet. I hit one once. I don't know whose it was. Their Setmet was just crazy powerful, man. The troops kept coming, and there is nothing can be done. Nothing can be done to stop. If you have a good, solid Setmet build, she's a good, solid garrison defender. And I don't care what anyone says. She's not meta. She's outdated. If you know how to build her up, she'll stop another max player. She'll time out the clock. I don't know what the build was. I wish I did. But it was way impressive. Way impressive. That is a good Titan. That is a decent defender, man. I know there's someone in my alliance who's having problems with that. Missed all the Dragon Slayers because they were on a break from the game. I need to see if he has Sekhmet to build her up. That's one Titan that I would consider prestiging after Rostam for the Void Food. Wiki, you said the other day you have 50 Titans, 50 4-star Titans that are at some level of prestige. I think the hardest thing, just using you as an example, nothing against you. I think the hardest thing that we have with the prestige is that a lot of us, or the community as a whole, didn't truly understand the value of the prestige in comparison to the long run, because some of us have used Titans to prestige up certain Titans to a certain level, but that level is never going to be good enough. Some require the full prestige to be worth it. But the Titan itself, even with the prestige, is outdated outdated. Never going to be strong enough to compete at the newest levels of gameplay. And so I think that hurt some of us, because as the new Titans came out, we've already, used up our prestige food. And that, for me, myself, that's kind of a bummer, man. Like I said earlier, I would never have prestige up Ares if I knew Tarhoons was coming out. I would have used everything for Tarhoons. He'd be max right now if I had known. But those are the things, we just won't know. Calendar or not, it don't matter. We just won't know. Yanko Pablo Mania, you said you had Beowulf Prestige 10 with the 5-star Amber, but Spearmen are only level 23 and you still get greens and legends. No doubt, man. Beowulf is a beast. Imagine if your troops were maxed out. You need to work on your troops. I would only be working on my Spearmen. I would do them back to back. Back to back. Captain Hal, you said the first new skill, Vixia, you won against. I was so frustrated. Was frozen. Yeah, man. Zabava against the Vixia is not a good thing. I can't win against Vixia with Zabava with the new one. I only use Tarhoons. I let the Grenadiers. It doesn't matter if they get frozen. They can take the damage and they'll dish it right back out. Zabava against all those frozen spells. Yeah, the free spells, it doesn't work. It's really difficult, man. What? And you've been playing for 6 or 7 years? So you've been around since the beta. 6 or 7 years. That's crazy, man. Almost a decade in game. So this game ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Wiki, you think they used the Cavalrax relics? Quite possibly, man. Like I said, I'm about to look at her again. I may have to, I want to finish out maxing out, fully prestiging Rostam before I move to Sekhmet. I will never get rid of her. I know she's a solid defender. You just got to have her built. Oh, you have 40 4-star Titans that are prestige. Okay, not 50. Still, just 40. I have 40 prestige Titans. Huh, okay. That's nuts, man. Nitrim, that's the sucky part of the game at the moment. They need to find a way to be able to balance how you prestige a Titan to max. Yeah, they really do, man. Because, they implemented and offer something new. I don't think without thinking of the total cost. It's a huge number. It's a huge number to fully max out and prestige up a Titan. For the fully prestige Titan, it's a huge number, man. But like you said, Wiki, we get so much prestige food in the game right now. You got 5 4-stars this week. That's atypical. Most people aren't going to pull 5 4-stars in 1 week. Maybe 2. I'd like to get 3 a week, I really would. But that's a feat, man. But yeah, honest truth, they are giving out the Titans a lot more easier. And when you get the relic Titan relic tokens, on the calendar, that does help. So for the newer players, the game has developed and changed in a way that make it more new player friendly, man. It really has. It's changed so much. In Lawrence, we have to be in the hunt for prestige food. Absolutely. I seriously recommend the Conquest. It cost me 800 gems for a 4-star Titan, 1,600 gems for 2. That's all I used in the last Conquest to get 2 4-star Titans for prestige food. 1,600 gems. That's the best use of gems ever because I fully filled up my warp stones. For what? It was, I think it cost me 2,400. Yeah, it cost me 2,400 gems to fill up my warp stones. But in the next reward set, I got 800 gems back. So 1,600 gems for 2 4-star Titans. You just can't beat that, man. That's good money. Yeah, you're definitely going to be behind in the meta if you can't prestige your Titans. But you still got to be careful what you prestige. Yeah, we don't want to have the regrets, man. Lawrence, everything has to go into Conquest. Everything would. It's the worst part for the Conquest, I think, for myself and some other players, is that it's at the beginning of the week, beginning of the work week. I can't put the time in. I wish I could. The best Conquest I did was the one that fell on a holiday. So I was actually at home on that Monday. So yeah, I was able to invest in the cap PP and everything, which is nice. But personally, I don't like doing the cap PP unless I have XP bottles to use into a Titan. I need to get typically, I want to raid resources because you got to work through all those relics and Titans. And if you don't have the food, it's kind of a waste. You don't want stuff, evaporating or falling out of your treasury because you didn't collect. Speaker face, you was happy that you maxed your first 3-star out? Your Cormac? Nice. I think we're all happy to max our first 3-star. Actually, honestly, I think we're all happy we maxed our first 2-star. Nestus. I think Nestus was mine. Used him until I couldn't use him no more. I think the nostalgia of the game and our Titans that we've used for such a long time does come into effect for most of us. Some people can't be bothered and will fuse away whatever they have. But for others, it's difficult, man. Assault is all right, Lawrence. The only thing I don't like about Assault is for you to actually score some points. You have to pay attention. You got to utilize all the spells that are given. Otherwise, you're wasting portal stones if you're just doing 1,000 points per raid. You got to definitely max out and run the clock and get the full amount of damage for the assault, man. That event for me is a serious drag. It's a serious drag. And hopefully they have it fixed so there are no glitches, for people to use. Hopefully, but we'll see. The only thing that I could say about the assault and its glitch, if the developers see it being abused like it is, they should turn the assault off for those players, or just turn it off completely, because it is definitely unfair, to say the least. Those guys are getting like prestige food up, out the door with the Echo assault, the Echo tokens. It's unreal, the numbers that we see, unreal. Yeah, Marlin Hunt, it's been a good minute since we've seen the raid boss. It's been so long. Yeah, it may have been a year or so since we've seen the raid boss battles. I don't remember. I think the last raid boss was Zeus? Yeah, it is too long. Raid boss, or even Trials of Power, man. I wouldn't mind if the Trials of Power came back. That wasn't a bad event itself. And have you guys noticed how the VP numbers are increasing faster? It takes half the amount of time. It only takes 3 hours for your VP to get fully full. So it's a good possibility to be capped a lot sooner. So you should be checking your VP a lot earlier. I know that was shared online. I was wondering why after those first couple days after the update, I'd see so much VP out there. That it was just insane. You never see that kind of VP in Legend League where somebody has everything at 16,000, 18,000, 20,000. You just never see that. Let's see, where am I at? 504. Man, Nitrum, you're gonna make me go all the way. Man, I'm getting tired, man. But it's worth the money. It is worth the money. But we got 8 more hours, 10 more hours on the season. The insatiable leaderboard may hit 1 million with the number 1 ranking alliance. We'll see. I still think that a lot of players, even though the gems aren't there, are still happy getting 4-star Titans. A lot of people who are at the lower rankings, the top 100, top 500, who are getting the token pulls, I think a lot of those players are newer players. So some of them may not feel the loss of the 4K as much as others. You've had to have had it to feel it. But if you never had it, you never know. So, on all aspect, I didn't think about it like that. Maybe Natural Motion is thinking of the new players and trying to get new players 4-star Titans a lot faster. Personally, I think they're getting them pretty fast. But that could be part of the logic. They're just not sharing with us. They're thinking about their new player base and maybe possibly trying to attract players that way. I don't know. It does sound right, though. Lawrence Wicks, you're wondering if they're going to bring back the 4K. The leaderboard ranking rewards can easily be adjusted, as we've seen. I think if the campaign, the petition goes well and they get enough signatures, quite possibly. I don't see why not. I'm sure the developers want a happy community. I'm sure at times when they reconsider some of their choices that they implement. I know they do, as a matter of fact. So, if we speak loud enough, things will happen. And that's a guarantee. Captain High, if they keep it the same, we will have to pick and choose how to spend more carefully for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You'll see a lot. You'll see, if they keep it this way, the leaderboard scores that we see right now are going to be more common. We're not going to see teams pushing 2 million, 2.5 million, 3 million souls per event. New or old, new meta or not, the numbers aren't going to be there. They're not. Half or more than half the community depend on that. So, and I don't think the other half are going to be willing to spend as much. I don't see it. I could be wrong. But I want to be optimistic. Definitely want to be optimistic about it. Hard thing is though, until they release next week's blog, we won't know if they're answering or looking at what we're saying. Lawrence Wiggy say the bottom line is what counts. The increase in revenue that will help bring it back. Yeah, they need to advertise. There are so many small things that they can do to make revenue that, we wonder if they've even considered it. Hey, Zalon. Welcome to the stream, bud. Thank you for joining. So, like I said, there are so many things that they can do for revenue. Why not is the question. Why don't they do certain things? They definitely have the ability to. We know they listen. Zalon, how you doing, man? You having a good Sunday? I'm having a decent Sunday. Not looking forward to tomorrow, but it's a good Sunday. I've hit my goals in the event already. I'm pushing it a little bit further in the event, a little bit more than I wanted, but it's okay. Getting some more resources, getting prepped for the Conquest. Oh, here we go. Some baby lands. I've been watching the activity on the server all day, seeing what's going on with the top 3. Just been a spectator to the war. It's been fascinating. It's interesting. Sometimes you have, certain alliances that I like to do a lot of talk in the global chat. A lot of talk in the global chat. But once they're shaved, I haven't heard anything in days. It's kind of funny. It's good to see. Captain Howdy, what you never understood was Zynga promotes their mobile online casino game, but not Dot. Well, DOT is a little exclusive niche, It's not like a casino game where everyone can just simply jump on and play. I think the big difference with this game, I think most of us recognize it and realize it. This game isn't for the casual player, man. I don't see how you can play this game casually. I don't see it. I don't think it'd be successful. I don't think it'd be fun. Imagine you play casually, right? So you don't log in every day. You're not getting your dailies. Your garrison's getting hit. Your lands are getting hit. You're not growing because you've always been looted. What's the desire to play? You wouldn't have it, man. There is no instant gratification in this game. There is none. It's a building game. It takes time. You got to put the time in. You've got to have some level of commitment to have some level of enjoyment in this game. You can't expect. This isn't the kind of game. You can try it. I'm sure there are people who came in here and just said, I'm going to drop, such and such amount of money on the game. I'm going to be the best because I have the money and I can do it. You're not going to be the best. You can drop the money, but you're still going to get beat. I mentioned it years ago. There was a player in Clash of Clans he called himself Because I Can, because he had the money. So he basically bought an account and he sucked, you know? He didn't have the game-based knowledge to play the game. He had all the shiny stuff, but he couldn't play the game. You know, he had a max town hall for that time and everything. But I could beat him. He was no good. Zalon, you're doing good. You're 100 souls away from getting your soul of 7,500. 5 tokens saved for the Valkyrie event and 850 portal stones for the Conquest. You spent 0 gems. Nice, man. That's a good thing. Just grinding the time. I spent a few gems. Yes, I did. But they're all well worth it in my book for this event. And I actually I saved a lot too, man. I got what, 8 tokens from this event. It's not bad. I got prestige food, what I really needed. Not bad. Lawrence, you say one word content creators, just like a kid walking around with a shirt that says Nike. Yeah, we definitely help them advertise. I think we are their only advertisers. But hey. Nothing wrong with being thrifty, man. Oh no, BMT. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. Without ability, man, I think with the content creators, you know, there are quite a few more content creators right now. I definitely appreciate everyone who's been putting out the content. It does help advertise the game. It helps bring in new players. The new players see different ways that the game is approached, different ways that teams play and players do things. They can find something that's good for them. But definitely they need to increase the advertising, you know, reestablish the SPP program, you know, introduce and bring in a few more. And just help it, let it grow, man. Let it grow. Let it grow. It'd be a good thing. BMT, do that Conquest stream. Yeah, there'll be no stream for me tomorrow. I start work a little bit before 5 a.m. and I get off a little bit after 6 p.m. Yeah, I won't be getting a lot of Conquest time in. It's too long of a day. But I have been enjoying this season. This event, not so much. I'm really glad to get the prestige food. I hope you all got some prestige food too, and making the best use of your time and resources. It's been a fun server. I do like to see a good war. Felt bad that I didn't participate, but there's always next week. There's always next week. It's crazy though to see a team take on 2 of the top 3 and shave 2 of them on the same day. That is, for me, that's an impressive feat. I don't know if any of you have been on an alliance that has done that, but if you have, that's an impressive feat, man. Captain Howley, this game has always had a love-hate relationship with the devs. It's just interesting, you know. I don't know why they've forsaken us. They got to have some actual communication with us, not just a blog or a Q&A post that is sporadic. They need to reach out. But you know, someone said the other day, maybe it was a launch stream, I'm not sure. It may not be the developers, it may be their corporate above them that limits what they can do. You know, we're not seeing the full picture. We only see what's in front of us. It's like the post office, right? I didn't cause a problem. The mailman didn't cause a problem. But when the customer sees the mailman, all the problems are his fault. You know, he didn't even deliver the mail the other day. It was somebody else, but it's his fault. So the developers may feel like that a little bit. You know, they're limited. Their hands are tied. They can only do so much. They can only share so much or communicate so much. And we're getting part of the story. So, yeah. Zalon, you like the game but love the community. Yeah, it's strange, man. I've never been a part of nothing like this before. It's pretty wild. It is pretty wild. BMT, you start work at 5 and you don't know when you're going to be done. That's terrible, man. At least I know when I'm going to be done. I'm going to be the last one out, locking up the doors. So I'm getting the carriers back tomorrow as early as possible. We stopped selling stamps at 5, so I should get out of there by 6. Then I'm going to come home, get cleaned up, eat, and be with the family. That's going to be about it. Lawrence Wick, it's a corporate move for sure. Yeah, just, we have to look at the big thing. It probably is. We can't always blame the messenger. Ed's channel, we're on a Legends League server 2. It's got to be server 2. You want to see the top 3 teams in war? I don't want to shame anybody. I don't want to name and shame. I'll do a flash out. At this time right now, the team who's come in, who's challenged them, they have slipped to rank 6, which is fine. They weren't going for rank. I mean, they're still beating most of the server, so they're doing good. At this, who am I hitting? Let me tag this. What is this? What was that? Rank 16 in the corner. They only have one of the alliances shaved at this time. That's rank 2 right there. Right? Rank 1 got over because they were quiet. They didn't say much. That's respectful, right? That's groovy. Well, let me back up. I don't know what was said or all that kind of stuff. I can only see what's in global chat. But so they pretty much got unscathed. But they, along with a couple other alliances, have been hitting the alliance who've challenged them all. So, it's something that we're used to. One team getting hit by everyone who opposes them. This is the other alliance that had been shaved. They're not shaved now. Good for them. But I will give a quick shout out. Let me find them. No, here we go. Quick shout out. Gotta do it. Why? This is the alliance who've taken on the status quo. They're usurping the throne and doing what many teams wish they can do. They're doing it single-handedly. Kudos to this leader and his team. Zen Giants, led by Kronos. Nice job, man. Thumbs up to you. Big shout out. Definitely deserve it. Nice to see. Quite impressed. I wish that some of the alliances on the server would have joined you. Sorry that I couldn't, but I'm typically on this server, so I don't want to be hunted down next week. So I'm leaving it alone. We're doing the event. We're keeping a peaceful, standoffish approach. We're not helping anybody, And this server is predominantly based as a single family server, so they rotate the top 3. It's not news to anyone. It's known, it's history, and they've come in to challenge that, so I like it. There's a Andre. I don't know what you're saying because it's in Russian. I believe it's Russian. But yeah, those guys are doing pretty good, man. Hopefully you're giving them kudos too, but you may be on the team they're actually attacking. I don't know. Pray, I played you. You thought you was getting a good Postman story? Oh man, I got stories, bro. I used to deliver the mail. It's been a while, but I used to be a mailman. I used to be a letter carrier for the United States Postal Service. There's always a story. But I take care of my people, man. They have good days. They go home early. Hercules, Zynga bought out Natural Motion Games. Yeah, Zynga did. They may be the ones who are limiting what Natural Motion can do. Yeah. But I don't know, man. If you guys, I don't know who's on the other Legend servers. If you are, let me know if you've seen any action this week. Because my understanding, next week there's going to be action across all the Legend servers. Looking forward to seeing it. I don't know, if, like I said, if this is an isolated event. But it's been going on all week. That's a pretty tough team. All right, John Wiki, man. Take it easy, bro. You have a good week yourself. Stay safe. Stay sanitized. All right? Yeah, be safe out there, man. You and your family. Everyone be safe. I gotta lock it up, man. Yeah. I got the key. I open up. I'll lock it up. Andre, I'm sorry, man. I don't have a translator. I mean, no offense if that is your team. I don't know. Just showing what's going on. Am I burning? Nope, not yet. Whew. I'm trying to stock up on resources because next week I may be burning. We'll see. Zalon, you gonna stream tonight? I got me a good dinner coming up here real soon. My son got one of these wild, crazy ideas, right? You gotta love social media. I mean, there's all kinds of food things. You know, on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. There's all kinds of new recipes, all kinds of new things to try. So my boy wants to try fried chicken, right? And guess what the breading's gonna be? Just take a guess, you know. So Lon, you said your post office was completely leveled. Oh, they really got rid of the brick and mortar. They're gonna build a new one. Wow, that doesn't happen a lot, man. That doesn't happen a lot at all. It's money. They'd rather consolidate the post office and move that unit into another building that already has one. That's nuts. Wow, send me a pic. I think the post office that I worked in was built in 1961. Yeah, I control the mail. I control the info. Yeah. It's a real deal, man. Breading. Confectionery sugar for the breading? No. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Sugar. Nah, man. He's gonna be... It's a little more flavorful, what he's gonna do, right? He's got two flavors. One is gonna be Takis, a Taki breading, and the other is like hot Cheetos. So I don't know, you know, we'll see. It's gonna be fried. It sounds good, man. It might be good. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't waste chicken. I don't know. I'm gonna eat it though. Skeleton key? No, I got lots of keys though, man. Lots of keys. Hey, Wolfman, welcome to the stream, bud. Confectionery sugar. That sounds like something on that British baking show. My wife showed me something from that British baking show today. They had to make a sugar cane something. I forgot what it was called. A sugar cane something. But it was a trip, man. They made sugar. They used sugar and made it look like glass. I've never seen that. It was pretty impressive. People impress me. I don't know how they do that. Yeah, Z, my stream? Right on, bud. We're just wrapping up this event. Getting myself what's my next reward? Divine Gems. Yes. One day I'll do some pulls. One day. Looking forward to it. Yep. What's that? 10 more battles. One more refresh and that's it. That's a beautiful thing, man. Nitrum, I did it, bro. I made it to another goal. Another benchmark. Oh my gosh. You labeled jars wrong. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm glad your chicken didn't taste nasty, man. That's insane. That's like, putting salt in your cereal, That first bite. You can't eat that stuff. I've done that. That was horrible, man. Oh my God. You're still waiting for Mrs. Godin's video intro? Yeah. I wanted her to do the introduction in French so I can reach out to the French audience. I think I'll still ask her if she can do that. Yeah, she gets a kick out of the community and all that we do. I don't know how many kids play the game, but this is not this is not a child's game because it's more the community. The game is part of the whole thing. What we have here, it really truly is a nice thing, man. It really is. Hey, Christian Woods, welcome to the last 10 battles, man. I'm making it to my next benchmark. I'm getting me some more divine gems. I'm so stoked. It's been a big fight. Hey, if you guys could, in the chat field, I don't know everybody's alliance. If you can please shout out your alliance. I'd like to give a shout out. I just want to know who everybody's playing with so I can see what's going on. Oh, man. Thank you, Christian Woods, for that fine donation. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, let me know what alliances you guys are in. I'm curious, I said the other day it's great when a Max player comments and says they enjoy what I do because to me I still look up to Max players because you guys have been there, man, kicking butt. Christian Woods, oh, you're with the Giants, yes, rock and roll, man. If you don't mind, do you mind sharing your in-game name? NTG BMT, I know that, man. But which NTG? Are you in war? Because are there 5 NTG alliances now? I don't remember, man. Dragons, Knights, War, Hammer, Legends. There's only 5, right? Oh, okay. You're a madman. You are a madman, dude. Thank you, bro. Now I know. I like to connect everything. I like to know who I'm chatting with. Right on, dude. You guys are killing it, man. You guys are straight killing it. I miss having you in our alliance, but I like what you're doing, bro. I truly like it. It's a what bothers me is looking at the global chat. I stay out of the global chat, that. But ain't nobody giving you guys kudos. To me, that's just a little unsettling, man. You guys deserve some serious props. What you're doing on this server right now, man, it needs to be done. I'm looking forward to next week. I truly am. It's awesome. NTG Knights. All right, BMT. Thank you. Ed's channel, you're in war. I think you're in war, bud. I'm pretty sure you're in war. If I know what you're in, that's embarrassing. I think you are, though. Cold as ice. And you know it right on, Slick. Thank you, bud. So we got what? We have Zen Giants in here. We got NTG Knights. We have Cold as Ice. We have Mercenaries. Okay, Mercenaries is part of the Zen Giants family. It has that same symbol, so I think you are, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, so I was right. NTG has 5 active teams. Got it. Yeah, I still know. I'm still with it. So come on, we gotta have more alliances than just the 3. We got NTG, War, we got Knights, we got Mercenaries, we got Zen Giants, and Cold as Ice. NTG, Zen Giants, Mercenaries. Okay, good, good, good. And I hope you land on the same server too. I hope, this is what I want to see. This is what I'd like to see. The rotation for the top three's got to stop. Now, unfortunately, I'm not equipped to do what needs to be done, and it pains me. I'm just not there yet. I've only hit castle level 24, so I'm gonna get beat, and I know it, right? But I would like to see 3 big teams, each individually take on the top 3. So Team A take on Team A, Team B take on Team B, Team C take on Team C, and I'm there just for support. So if one of them other guys who are part of that conglomerate want to jump in and fire off some support, I'm on top of them. My team's going to be on top of them. Because we went straight one-on-one. We're going to be battling one-on-one. It's no 8-on-1, no 6-on-1. It's one-on-one, man. Strength stands alone. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I know many people are tired of seeing it, and that's why no one say nothing in the chat, and that's upsetting, man. Next season, let's make it happen. Let's definitely make it happen. Hey, Churro. Yeah, man. 3 days in a row. Something's wrong. Godian must be sick. I'm not sick. I might be losing my mind, though. But yeah, next season, man. I don't know what the setup is. I haven't been in any communications, any talks. It's just what I would like to see. If I have any influence in making it happen, I think it'll be a great thing. And then, the whole server's active. Everyone's having a good time. As long as people aren't taking it personal, it's more fun. It just is more fun. Man, let me gotta zoom out. Look at that again. Yep. Still looks pretty. That's a sight. That is a sight. For those who are on stream right now, I know some of you have warred, and then some of you have stepped away from war. Some of you did events and stepped away from events. Every once in a while you want to do the other thing. You just want to do the opposite thing that you've been doing for a while, because you don't want to get in a rut. You don't want to get stagnant. If you don't war, you forget how to use your titans. You can only do so many events before you get event burnout. Who cares? It's not fun. But then you can only war so much too before you get war burnout. It's like, you got to slow down a little bit. You got to be able to walk away from the, from your device. So I think if the servers do have the top 3 no longer prearranged, I think it's going to bring a lot of fun back to the game. Just overall. Yeah, Wolfman. No more top 3. I know, but it's language, bro. We got to watch our language. We have kids. But yeah, no more of the top 3. No more of this prearranged stuff. Let's all have some fun. Let's go for it. Definitely go for it. Madman in the house. Praymonger in the house. BMT in the house. Zalon in the house. Choro in the house. Slick 38. Edge channel. Guys, make it rock. Definitely make it rock, man. There it is. Look at that. Oh. Perfect number. Look at that. How often does that happen, right? Hit 13,000. Again, the Alliance is at 10th place on the leaderboard. We have no soul minimum whatsoever. Some people are going to finish. Some people aren't going to do nothing. But to each their own. We are a family. We'll pick it up the next time. Still got what? 7 hours, 8 hours, and Atacool still has not hit 1 million. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't hit 1 million. And that will show Natural Motion, the developers, where we stand with spending, where we stand with our time, and show them, the change that they make. They may want to reconsider what they're doing. Bottom 50, what's that? 419, 420. Now there might be a fight for the bottom 50. Personally, honestly, I don't think there's no need to fight. To to get onto the top 50 leaderboard. You're still going to get the Titan. The levels at this point, when it's below level 50 or level 40, it don't really matter. You should be able to level up your Titan pretty quick with the way the game's been evolved and changed. Leveling up Titans and maxing them is not an issue. It's all about the prestige. Even top 500 is more than good enough. If they continue doing stuff like this, we aren't going to see the big numbers. I wouldn't mind just being top 100. That's why we have 0 minimum. I don't care if we're top 100. Let's just get the easy Titan. Let's save our resources, save some money, and maybe put it into a war, or maybe save up for a solo event so we as individuals can grow and be a stronger player. I think that's the overall best bet and best plan for a lot of players, and should be a good consideration for most. And if you're new to the game, you should be getting yourself a Titan. And if you're new to the game and you have not joined an event team to get in the top 100 or top 250, top 500, what are you thinking, man? Get in on team to get yourself an extra reward, especially if you're finishing an event. If you're finishing an event all on your own and you're not on a alliance team or event team, that's just bad math, man. You're not doing nothing to benefit yourself. You always want to benefit yourself and your fellow teammates. But yeah, this server right now, it's been looking pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing the wrap up of this week, seeing if it stays the same. Another big shout out to Zen Giants. Love the work that was done. Hopefully it will carry on to the next week and the next week and the next week. And this big conglomerate that's been going on for a long time is done and over with. People talk about the League of Gods. Some say good things, some say bad things. But regardless of what people say, they did it on their own. So they were a powerhouse in their own. But when people are relying on 4 or 5 alliances to pick on one alliance, 6 alliances picking on one alliance, where's the fun in that, man? Strength truly stands alone, and that's the way it should be. But because we hit the mark, guys, I got a call to wrap. So it's time to say goodbye. So as always, relax, enjoy, be balanced, have fun, and take care.